Right, so I've just got off the train at Yatton Station. It's a lovely old little Victorian station built in the 1840s. And I'm here because it's the start of the strawberry line. There's a little cafe at the station there, and there's the strawberry line cycle hire shop for covering the strawberry line. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I've been on this route 2 or 3 times. And I'm on it again today, obviously. I'm going to cover it in a little bit more detail. I'm heading to Cheddar and then on to a campsite at Wooky Farm. Yeah, I'm not wild camping, I'm actually using a campsite. But there's a reason for that, which will be revealed later. If that sounds interesting to you, stay with me and enjoy the journey. Right, so hopefully that's given you a feeling for the strawberry line. I'm just over 11 miles in at this point to approach this here tunnel. Up until now it's been sort of 99% off-road, almost all the trail. So just at the other side of this tunnel, just down the trail a little way, this off-road section comes to an end towards the lovely town of Axbridge. So if you're ever thinking of coming this way, as I said, a strawberry line, it's a lovely little off-road trail. I say just over 11 miles to this point. It's about another 3 or 4 miles into Cheddar itself, if you're wanting to carry on to Cheddar. But this is the off-road section. On the way into Cheddar, I'll go through Axbridge, and then I am going to take a very slight detour around Cheddar Reservoir, just because it's lovely to ride around, and I can. But it's only just literally minutes from the actual Strawberry Line Trail. From the Strawberry Line Trail. So yeah, there's the Strawberry Line for you. I'll pick you back up going through Axbridge. I'll film the road through there, because it's it's very old town, lovely architecture. Okay then, so here we go, as promised, the lovely town of Axbridge. This is the main street, which is still a part of the Strawberry Line, into the square at the bottom. I remember the first time I came to here, I knew nothing about the place at all, and it was a very, very pleasant surprise just to ride through here. And here we are in the square. Lovely stop for refreshments. The church up on the mountain there. And the old wooden framed Tudor property. Lovely. So here we are then at Cheddar Reservoir. The last time I came by here, the water level was almost at the top, and like Derwent when I was out there the other week. The video of that, if you've not seen it. But yeah, like Derwent the other week, the water level is very low. We've had a much drier summer than I realised. It's lovely with the sun glistening on it. Something about water. I'm drawn to it. I wish I could swim better. Right, so I'm on the road out to Cheddar now, using the old Google Maps to navigate. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's Cheddar Reservoir, and there's my route to Wooky Farm campsite. I'm all on road now, so we'll crack on. I've said, like I said, this is it's new ground for me, so I don't know what I'm going to see, anything that might be of particular interest or not. The hills to the left hand side there, that's the good old Mendip Hills again. It's very rare I go out on a camp at a traffic pass. Yeah, it's very rare I go out on a camp and I don't have to summit that some of the Mendip's plateau somewhere along the route. I mean, it's great views up there, and there's some relatively wild places up there I can get to on the Brompton, so it's yeah, some lovely wild camping sites that I like. This has been a much easier route today, having said which, I didn't set off until sort of 12:33 the train to get me to Yatton. Yeah, got me to Yatton at 12:45. It's not very far, but a bit pushed for time, so I wasn't able to set off until this afternoon. So yeah, it's a beautiful day for it. We're in mid-October. It's probably 5 or 6 degrees warmer than it should be this time of year. I'll say nothing about global warming, and we'll just enjoy it at the moment. So yeah, I'll bring you back in if and when see anything I think that's particularly notable. Okay, I'll bring you back in at this point. According to Google Maps, and I'm sure it's right, the campsite is just down this lane. It's not the best road I've been on today. Doesn't look like it gets used a lot, but yeah, just down the lane and round the corner, so we'll have a look at that. The route here has been pretty good. Enjoyed the road down, some lovely little villages passed through. Oh, it's okay, well, wasn't expecting that. There's obviously a ford. Only looks shallow. Yeah. Footbridge. I think that's my route across. There we go. Yeah, what we're saying, so I'll get across here, you might not be able to hear me for the river. That is the River Axe, as in Axbridge that I passed through earlier. Flows down, obviously across the road here and under the footbridge there. Runs alongside of the campsite, so yeah, campsite should be just around this bend. Keep getting distracted, don't I? The route down, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, some lovely little villages I passed through. The road was reasonably flat by my reckoning anyway. I certainly know some people that would call it undulating. But yeah, I enjoyed the route down. The weather's fantastic for this time of year, as I say. Yeah, enjoying the weather immensely. Okay, well, I expected to have hit the campsite by now, we'll say. it would be like me to go the wrong way and get stuck on the wrong side of a ford. And what's this? Here we go. Wooky Farm. Welcome. Farm shop, turn right. Go straight on and choose any spot you like on the open meadow.
Pausing.
Not campsite. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good.
Resuming.
Campsite 1. Campsite 2. This here open meadow. Okay, so what I believe I can do, there's the toilet block. There's the river again. I like the sound of that. So I think I'm going to pitch up just on here somewhere.
Resuming.
Look at that, little bit of shorter grass, patch of shorter grass for me there. That's going to be my home for the night. The river behind. There's even a swing there by the looks.
Pausing.
Beautiful view out to the Mendip Hills. And there's the Mendip transmitter. If any of you saw the video I did with the Brompton touring group, we went from Bristol to Frome and then over to Cheddar. We went up pretty close to the Mendip transmitter there, and then across the tops of the Mendips there, across the tops, and then dropped down the Cheddar Gorge into Cheddar that way. That was a great day. Right, here we go, let's get set up. Okay, so I've got a really big smile on my face. You've probably just seen the time lapse I did putting the tent up. What you might not have noticed is that while I was putting the tent up, 2 deer popped out from the river there and ran across the field and out the field at the top end there. I've just done a quick review of the footage, and it's got them. They're on there if you don't notice them. I'll see if I can take a still off it. And sure, but yeah, brilliant. This is one of the reasons why I've come on this campsite. Again, I don't normally do campsites, as you know. This is another one from the Cool Camping site. The only other campsite I've stayed on this year was with the Brompton touring group at Vallis Veg, and that again was something different. Yeah, there's me in this field and a touring caravan down there. Now, obviously, more people could turn up, but as things stand, that's it. And look at that view. That's a beautiful view. As I say, I've got the river there. I can hear that by the tent. So hopefully tonight, the only thing that's going to be disturbing me in the night, apart from a bit of wildlife, is the sound of that river pretending me to sleep, which will be lovely. So yeah, this is Wooky Farm campsite. The only thing I have just realised I'm regretting now is that I seem to have a thing with campfires. I did once have a campfire, and I could have brought my little Outtree wood burning stove and would have done. If I'd have been on there's another field which is more of a traditional campsite field, and campfires are allowed on there, but not on here. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but I will say, seeing those 2 deer has made my day. Absolutely worth it just for that. I'll bring you back later. Right, so there we go, camp set up. Just put the coffee on. While that's on, I will just quickly show you this tent. Don't think I've shown this one before. It's an old one, obviously, of mine. It's from Decathlon. I say an old one, it's about 4 years old, but they don't make it anymore. Few advantages to this over my MSR Hubber, one man. It's a 2-man, so there's more room. There are 2 porches. The one you can see I've got open at that side, and one at this side. So they're not so big, but tonight the Brompton will go in there. I won't need anything in there because once I'm in there, there's plenty of room. It pitches, as you'll have noticed, with the inner and outer at the same time. Main advantage to that being that if it's raining at all, you've no danger of getting the wet, the inner wet. With the Hubber, the other tent I normally use, what I do is, if in that instance, is because I've got the ground sheet, I can pitch the outer first. But this is just quicker and easier to pitch. The coffee's ready. That's been on about 2 minutes. I'd literally let that 10 seconds before I turned this, started this little clip. I'm going to get my coffee. Catch you soon. So there, look, is the camp shop, which the lady that runs the place, the lovely Sarah, kindly opened for me. And there is the local beer, a Pogo Fruit Pale for later, and cheddar ales, Portola Golden Ale. So I'm going to have to whip back to the tent, pop these in the river to keep them chill. Hopefully nobody walks past and and sees them in the next hour or so while I nip down the pub. Of course, it's a proper ale night, this one. It's one of the advantages of not wild camping. Right, so there's the beers stashed for later. I can't see anybody coming this way. Seeing those tonight. I think we're all right. Fingers crossed. Right, so here we are then. Just dropped down into the village of Wooky and the Ringo Bells pub, which is a lovely little old pub. I don't know how old it is, but it looks old. I've been in and already got a pint, and all the beams and low ceilings and things inside looks very old. And what a lovely little village. Stopped for a beer. People sat outside on an October evening. There we go. Brompton Brewing Company, another local beer. It's a stateside IPA. Had that before in Bristol. Nice, very nice. Here we are, look, back at campsite. And the beers are still there. Yabba dabba doo.